Anubis.
By Amanda, Caitlin, Jesse, Nick, and Yak. Anubis is the patron of mummification and their paths to the underworld. He is a man with a jackal-like head. His head is black, representing his position as the god of the dead. Anubis was usually portrayed as a half-human, half-dog, or in fully canine form, wearing a ribbon and holding a flail in the crook of its arm. Anubis was the most important god of the dead, but was replaced in the Middle Kingdom by Osiris. Anubis is also the Egyptian god of the underworld. The Egyptians called him Sab, meaning jackal. Another name for Anubis is the Lord of the Hallowed Land. Anubis was an incredibly ancient god and was the original god of the dead before Osiris took over the position. Anubis weighed your heart. If it was lighter than a feather, you would pass on to the afterlife. But if your heart weighed more, it was believed you did not live a good life and you would be sentenced to eternal death. Anubis was thought to oversee the mummification process. His symbol was a black and white ox hide splattered with blood and hanging from a pole. Its meaning is unknown. Anubis had three important functions. He supervised the embalming of bodies, he received the mummy into the tomb and performed the opening of the mouth ceremony, and then conducted the soul in the field of celestial offerings. Most importantly, though, Anubis monitored the scales of truth to protect the dead from deception and eternal death. Early in Egyptian history, Anubis was the god of the dead. This role was taken by Osiris as he rose in popularity. Anubis was the son of Nephthys, and his father was Osiris. One myth says that Nephthys got Osiris drunk and therefore brought Anubis. Anubis is the embalmer who washes the entrails of the dead and guards over their physical bodies. Priests wearing a mask of Anubis were responsible for the opening of the mouth ceremony that reawakened a dead person's senses.
Anubis is a protective deity of cemeteries. He is credited with the invention of embalming because he helped Isis mummify his brother Osiris, which took his place as the god of the underworld. His body was the first to be mummified. Mummification was a complex procedure which involved a detailed series of operations and rituals. To begin, the body was washed and purified, and then perishable organs were removed. First, the brain was extracted through the nasal passages. Ew.
The left side of the body was opened up to remove the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines. The brains were thrown away, considered worthless, but the heart, which was seen as the seat of all thought, was left in place.
The end.